Have you ever been told you're disrespectful, or lazy, or that you just don't care, all because you struggle with being on time? Well, if you're someone who is constantly running late, no matter how good your intentions are, then this is for you. Let's get into it. Psychology has a name for this, and it's not laziness. It's actually a fundamental and surprisingly common feature of how some of our brains are just wired to see time. You know that feeling, right? You glance at the clock, you do the mental math, and it all seems to add up. You have plenty of time. And then, like some kind of weird magic trick, you look again and you're suddenly, impossibly, 20 minutes behind schedule. This isn't a failure of character, it's a disconnect in perception. So to really understand why this keeps happening, we've got to look at how your brain builds a plan in the first place. Turns out some of us are basically operating with what you might call a best-case scenario brain. This is a real, well-documented thing in psychology called the planning fallacy. It's our brain's natural tendency to consistently underestimate how long something will take, even when we have tons of past experiences showing us it takes way longer. It's not denial, it's more like a default setting.
And here's the crucial part. Your brain isn't planning for the real world. You know, the one with traffic jams and lost keys and that phone call you weren't expecting? Nope. It's planning for a perfect world where every single thing goes smoothly the first time, every time. It's a total optimist.
This is such a perfect example of that gap between the plan and what actually happens. In your mind, a trip to the store is just one simple step. Grab your keys and go. A minute, tops. But in the real world, well, first you can't find your keys, then you hit every single red light, and of course you have to run back in for that one thing you forgot. Suddenly, that 1-minute task just ballooned into a 20-minute ordeal. Your brain only planned for step one, not for all the messy stuff in between.
Okay, so let's add another layer to this, because it's not just about underestimating the future. It's also about how powerfully the present moment pulls on our attention. Let's talk about the gravity of now.
This chart really says it all. To your brain, now is real. It's concrete, it's detailed, and it feels super urgent. But later, you know, that appointment that's in 30 minutes, that feels abstract. It's kind of vague, flexible. Honestly, it feels more like a problem for future you to deal with. And this is exactly why just one more minute is such a powerful, almost magnetic phrase. Whether you're trying to finish one last email or just scrolling one more time, your brain will always prioritize the real, tangible thing right in front of you over the abstract idea of being somewhere else later. It's not you being defiant, it's your brain's focus just on the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Okay, so if this whole cycle causes so much stress and frustration, for you and for everyone else, why on earth does it keep happening? Let's break down why this pattern is so hard to escape.
And right here, this is the absolute heart of it. Being chronically late is almost never a failure of willpower. It's not a sign that you don't care. It is a consistent, deeply ingrained pattern of perception. You are literally experiencing time in a way that is fundamentally different from how a clock measures it.
So with that in mind, let's just reframe this. What other people might see as disrespectful is really your brain being intensely focused on the present moment. What looks careless is your optimistic brain just running another best-case scenario calculation. And what can be mistaken for lazy is that same brain completely underestimating all those little bits of time it takes to get from one thing to the next.
Let's just pause here for a second and make this personal. I want you to take a moment and just think about your own real experience of time.
Just honestly reflect on this for a second. Does your now, the task you're doing, the thought in your head, does it often feel infinitely more real and more urgent than that appointment you have in the later? Does the future always feel like it has way more room in it than it actually does?
If you answered yes to that, the most important thing to take away from all this is simple. You're not broken, you are not lazy, and you're not a bad person. Your brain just experiences time differently, and understanding that, well, that's the first real step to learning how to work with your brain instead of constantly fighting against it.